Shown you the region-wise breakup, which is complex enough because there's such vagaries in how the seats are distributed across regions. Bear with me for the next 2 minutes as I take you on a phase-by-phase journey of the West Bengal exit poll. And I'll start with phase 1. If we go in the first phase of the West Bengal elections, on the 30 seats that went to polls in the first phase, the BJP is projected to bag 19 of them, the Trinamool 10. So phase 1 was a strong BJP phase, BJP doing really well. This is largely in the Medinipur region, BJP getting off to a strong start in phase 1. Let's now come to phase 2. In phase 2, again there were 30 seats. Here the BJP is projected to bag 17, the Trinamool 13, 1% gap between the BJP and the Trinamool when it comes to vote share. 45 for the BJP, 44. So a tight fight with the BJP 4 seats ahead in phase 2. So this now on your screen is phase 2. Let's now come to phase 3. In phase 3, again 31 seats. Here you've got the Trinamool sweeping phase 3. 20 seats for the Trinamool, 11 for the BJP. This in any case was a Trinamool stronghold, but 20 for the Trinamool, 11. So Trinamool picking up twice the seats that the BJP did in phase 3. Let's now come to phase 4. So there are 44 assembly constituencies in phase 4. In phase 4, the BJP is expected to bag 24 seats. The Trinamool expected to bag 19. The BJP had 19 seats in 2019. So in phase 4, they're being able to add 5 seats to their tally from 2019. That's phase 4. Here again, the vote percentage, a dead heat, 43-43 for the BJP and the Trinamool, which is why this election is going to make people sweat right till the end on the 2nd of May. Let's come to phase 5. You want to say something, Razi, before I go to phase 5?
You see, I think as you're giving these phases, I think it's important to note that phase 5, 6, 7, 8 is when COVID starts playing a role. You know, from then
on. No, but everyone's thinking phase 5, 6, 7, 8.
And the general belief has been the BJP was much stronger in phase 1, 2, 3. They got the momentum.
But that's not true. No, that's what I'm saying. In phase 3, the Trinamool has swept, winning 20 versus 11.
Which is in their bastion.
True. So it's not as if phase 1 to 5 is the BJP and phase 6, 7, 8 is...
Okay.
Because it's different. That's the point I'm making, which is why phase-wise is so important. I want to come now to phase 5. Out of the 45 assembly seats in phase 5, which is the biggest of the phases, you've got... And this is kind of where the COVID wave starts picking up, and then now it's an important part of the narrative. The Trinamool picking up 20 seats, the BJP picking up 25. The BJP had 22 seats in 2019, so a gain of 3 in phase 5 for the BJP and a 5% gap in vote share between the BJP and the Trinamool, a 5% gap. This is now on your screen, phase 5. Let's now come to the 43 seats of the 6th phase. So the 6th phase coming up on your screen right now, 43 seats here. Here 22 for the BJP, 21 for the Trinamool, a dead heat. But the BJP picking up substantially in phase 6, 44-44, dead heat, 21 versus 22. Let's now come to the 34 seats of phase 7. Now it's in phase 7 that 2 seats got countermanded. It's actually 36, but we'll deal with 34. Here the Trinamool is expected to bag 18. The BJP expected to bag 16. This again is because the Trinamool had 13 seats last time in 2019. So it's a gain of 5 for the Trinamool. The BJP had 16. It's still at 16. 48 for the Trinamool in terms of votes. 40 for the BJP. Let's now come to the last phase. That phase is today. The last phase, 35 seats in the last phase. 13 for the BJP, 22 for the Trinamool. The Trinamool doing exceedingly well in the last phase. The Trinamool had only 15 seats in the last phase in 2019, so that's actually 7 more than the last time, Rajdeep.
You know, I think we need to put certain caveats. One caveat is that other polls, including the C voter poll, has given a victory to Mamta. That shows that this is an election where different pollsters are giving different verdicts at the moment. What are the X factors? One was the Mahila factor that we just discussed with Nilanjan. The other is the Congress left. Our poll is suggesting a wipeout and a bipolar election.